Apotheosis Chapter 24. At this time, Emokan suddenly came out from the crowd, saying in a clear voice, "I saw it with my own eyes, it was those noble children who came up to provoke and cause trouble, and he was the one who hit Luo Zheng first." Emokan was very nervous at this time. As a citizen of the imperial capital, he was more aware of the terror of the noble families than those grassroots people. Even the weakest noble family had a background that ordinary families could not compare to. But at this moment, Emokan did not hesitate too much. Seeing Emokan stop at this time, Luo Zheng was touched and even a little ashamed. Yesterday he almost failed the C test because of him, and now he came forward to testify for him. This clearly offended the Wang family. With Emokan taking the lead, the other trial disciples also started to chime in. They also hated unfairness, but now that Emokan had come forward to shoulder the hatred of the Wang family, they were very willing to crusade against this unfairness. Yeah, these landowning households' disciples are too unreasonable. It was clearly them who started it first. That's right, that's right. Many trial disciples were shouting together. The faces of Wang Hengji's group of noble children suddenly darkened, and the tall Wang family disciple stared at Emokan, as if he wanted to swallow Emokan. But now that so many mentors were here, they did not dare to do anything. Mentor Su blinked his eyes and said, "In this case, the matter is very clear. Since they started it first, then they should be punished. Which peak is the disciple that hit them?" "It's an inner disciple of greater one peak." Zhong Ming also did not want to get involved in this matter, and could only answer like this. "I have decided to deduct 100 points as punishment." "Greater one peak." Mentor Su. "The inner disciples of your peak caused trouble for no reason, hit people, according to the sect rules, how do you punish them?" Mentor Su did not want this matter to be resolved so easily, turned his head and asked loudly. Mentor Su walked out from the 33 mentors, glancing at the disciple below his peak. According to the sect rules, they should be deducted 1,000 points. The tall Wang family disciple's mouth twitched. He didn't mind losing 100 points, but losing 1,000 points was a little painful. The points in the Blue Cloud sect were very useful. Whether it was for cultivation or for secret manuals, they all needed to be exchanged with points. However, there was only one way to earn points. One way was to complete the missions issued by the Blue Cloud sect. The other way was to spend money to buy them. At first, 1 square crystal could be exchanged for 1 point. Over the past few years, the price had increased. Now, 2 square crystals were needed to exchange for 1 point. Although this Wang clan descendant was a landowning household, the Wang clan was a large landowning household with countless descendants. He was not a core descendant of the clan. 1,000 points were equivalent to 2,000 square crystals, which was a huge sum for him. Instructor Su smiled and said to Instructor Su, "This punishment is very good. We'll deal with it as such." Instructor Su nodded. In fact, he was very angry. He thought to himself, "Good my ass. If I don't punish you like this, you'll make trouble for me again. It'll be endless. But I'm happy to do it myself." After dealing with this matter, Instructor Su walked in front of Luo Zheng and said, "I found that there's something wrong with your disciple card. Can I have a look?" Luo Zheng was a little puzzled when he heard this. What could be wrong with his disciple card? However, this mentor had helped him. She was beautiful and sweet, so there shouldn't be any reason for her to harm him. Thus, Luo Zheng simply handed over his disciple card. Instructor Su took it with her lily-white hands. After looking at it carefully, she returned the disciple card to Luo Zheng and said with a smile, "Okay, I was wrong. There shouldn't be any problems." This action baffled Luo Zheng for a while, but he didn't think too much about it at this time. To be able to smoothly proceed with the trial of blood and fire was already a blessing to him. He hoped that there wouldn't be any more accidents. Then Zhong Ming stood in the middle of the crowd and began to announce the rules of the trial of blood. The rules of the trial of blood are very simple. When you kill a mirage beast, you will be able to obtain a crystal fragment at the same time. The blood-colored mountain is divided into 5 regions. The outermost region has rank 1 mirage beasts, and after killing them, you will be able to obtain green crystal fragments. The second layer has rank 2 mirage beasts, and after killing them, you will be able to obtain yellow crystal fragments. The third layer has rank 3 mirage beasts, and after killing them, you will obtain blue crystal fragments. The fourth layer has purple crystal fragments, and the fifth layer has black crystal fragments. You need to accumulate 100 pieces of green crystal fragments to pass the test. You only need 30 pieces of yellow crystal fragments, 10 pieces of blue crystal fragments, 3 pieces of purple crystal fragments, and 1 piece of black crystal fragment. Luo Zheng listened attentively to the rules of the blood-red mountain. It seemed that killing the phantom beasts in the outermost area was the easiest because they were only level 1. However, killing 100 level 1 phantom beasts was a bit too much. As for the most powerful level 5 phantom beast, you only need to kill one and obtain a black crystal fragment to pass the trial. However, level 5 phantom beasts were too strong. Ordinary people weren't their opponents at all. Everyone, please pay attention. Everything that happens on the blood-red mountain is an illusion. However, you will also be injured and feel pain. You will also die. However, these are all illusions. After you die, you will be sent down the blood-red mountain and lose the right to participate in the trial of blood. You only have one chance. Please take advantage of it. After Zhong Ming finished speaking, he waved his hand and said, "You can go up the mountain now." According to the rules, landowning households will go up the mountain first. It was the privilege of landowning households again. Under these rules, those who went up the mountain first would definitely have an advantage. Unfortunately, the rules were set by the people of the Blue Cloud sect, and the Blue Cloud sect was inextricably linked to the landowning clans and even the Burning Sky Palace. Therefore, although many grassroots were unhappy, they couldn't say anything. At this time, a landowning household child asked, "Can I bring my guards up the mountain?" Of course not. When this question was asked, Zhong Ming didn't know whether to laugh or cry. If one could bring helpers up the blood-red trial, then everyone wouldn't need to participate in the trial of blood-red trial. They could just casually bring a few experts and easily pass. Was this still considered a trial of blood-red trial? Wang Hengji said to the two people from his family who were participating in the trial of blood-red trial, Wang Qing, Wang Lan, remember the appearance of those two people. When we go up the mountain, find an opportunity to make a move. The two nodded and said to Wang Hengji, "Seventh young master, don't worry. We will definitely make them roll down the blood-red mountain first." Wang Hengji nodded and then said, "At the crucial moment, you can use the killing weapon bestowed by your family. Do you understand? But seventh brother, there is only one killing weapon. If we use it, it will be gone." One of them hesitated. The Wang family was a family of skilled craftsmen. Their family produced many skilled craftsmen. Wang Dai, one of the 3 great master craftsmen of the current dynasty, was a member of the Wang family. Because of this, the Wang family children all had a life-saving treasure called the killing weapon. This treasure was extremely powerful. When released at the crucial moment, it could turn the situation around. However, each family child only had one and it was extremely precious. Therefore, the two didn't want to use the killing weapon to kill Luo Zheng. Moreover, on the blood-red mountain, they couldn't really kill anyone. Even if they killed Luo Zheng, it would only be equivalent to driving him down the mountain. "Don't worry, I will help you apply for another killing weapon." Wang Hengji was a direct descendant of the family. His status was naturally much higher than Wang Qing and Wang Lan. To them, the killing weapon was extremely precious, but to Wang Hengji, it was an ordinary item. "Brother Hengji, I never expected that a family matter of mine would make you spend so much effort on it," Luo Peiran said from the side. Wang Hengji laughed faintly. "Peiran, this is just a small matter. Moreover, my big brother still wants to ask you to write a few more letters to Purgatory Mountain, to say some good things about him. That is something I should do. My little sister's nature is just a bit stubborn. If she can think things through in the future, if she can marry into your Wang family, then it can be considered one of her greatest blessings," Luo Peiran said. Fortunately, the two of them were relatively far from Luo Zheng. If Luo Zheng heard their conversation, he might directly fight it out with Luo Peiran. In reality, Luo Yan had always stayed in Blue Cloud Sect's Purgatory Mountain. Even now, he still didn't know about the unforeseen events that happened in his family, let alone that his father had already been killed.